What's up, wildflowers? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Zahra. Today I'm going to be giving you my 11 tips on preparing for the new school year. Let's dive in. My first tip is to reset your sleep schedule. During the summer, most people adopt a sleep schedule that isn't the most optimal for the school year. Unless you're an individual with a great deal of willpower, I would suggest to move your sleep schedule gradually. For example, I've been going to bed around 10 or 10:30 p.m. during the summer, but want to go to bed around 9 or 9:30 during the school year, so I'm moving the time I go to bed back 10 minutes every few nights. My second tip is to get all the supplies you need. This includes pens, paper, binders, and a hand sanitizer if you're going back to school in person like I am. I'm curious, are you guys going back to school online, in person, or in a hybrid system? Let me know in the comments. If you already have all the supplies you need, which might be less if you're going back to school online, you don't need to buy any more. However, if you love having aesthetically pleasing supplies, I am planning on making a video soon on different ways to upcycle your school essentials to make them aesthetic. My next tip is to start reviewing last year's material, and if you're feeling extra, get ahead on next year's material. In order to maximize your results, you should not only be reviewing your notes, but also reinforcing the information with active recall and spaced repetition. If you've never heard of these terms before, check out my video on studying efficiently with active recall and spaced repetition. I also suggest that you develop a set morning and night routine because they are a great way to maximize your efficiency. Morning routines get you into a productive mindset, and night routines send signals to your brain telling it to start preparing for sleep. Next, you should take some time to reflect on what kind of student you want to be next year and set goals that will transform you to that student. For example, I want to be more efficient, have more self-discipline, have better posture, sleep better, and enjoy my learning more. It is so important to make SMART goals for yourself because they're more likely to be completed. SMART goals are specific. Your goals should be well defined. Measurable, can your goal be measured? Actionable, can you break your goal down into individual tasks? Realistic, can you achieve this goal? And time-bound, how long are you going to do this for? For example, I want to enjoy learning more. I know that students who let their learning be driven by their curiosity are more likely to enjoy it. So, my SMART goal was to write down at least 3 questions in 1 minute about the topic as soon as I learned about it. This goal is specific, I'm writing questions. It's measurable, I have to write at least 3 questions. It's actionable, I can achieve this goal by writing questions. It's realistic, 3 questions in 1 minute is reasonable for me. And it's time-bound, I have 1 minute to do it. My next tip is to go through all the handouts, worksheets, and notes you've accumulated throughout the year and decide what you want to keep in your binder, file, or throw away. As part of your review process, you might want to condense the notes that you want to keep in your binder so it's easier to find and understand because your understanding might have shifted throughout the summer. Next, make sure that your study space is clean, organized, and optimized for your learning. For me, it meant that I had to clean and organize all the random papers on my desk, remove anything that I didn't constantly need for school, and organize it in a way that was minimal and made me excited about studying. The next thing you should do is set up some kind of planning system. It is so important to stay organized throughout the school year. If you have a planning system, you can spend more time doing the homework and attending the class instead of trying to figure out if your math teacher gave you homework or if you really have history at 1 p.m. This system can be in the form of a planner, your notes app, Google Calendar, a physical calendar, or a bullet journal. You should also have an organization system set up. Maybe you have 1 binder for all your classes and 2 binders to offload each term's handouts like me. Or maybe you have a binder for each class. Or maybe you have a mix of binders and folders. It really doesn't matter as long as you have a system. My next tip is to practice your typing. As a student, learning to type fast can boost your efficiency. I usually practice my typing at least once a day on 10fastfingers.com. You should also figure out what distracts you during the school year and find a way to eliminate these distractions. For me, most of my distractions are digital, so I downloaded the Free Forest browser extension, not sponsored by the way, which can let you set timers and focus on your work by planning a treat. If you stray onto other websites, it will remind you that doing so will kill your treat and you really don't want it to die. You can blacklist distracting websites like Pinterest and whitelist websites that you often need for school like Khan Academy or Encyclopedia Britannica. These are all the things that I do to prepare for the new school year. Did I miss any tips? Let me know in the comments. Also, if this video was helpful, please like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you can be notified for my next uploads. I upload once a week, either Wednesday or if I haven't had enough time, Sunday. Thanks for watching, and as always, study smart.